Hey guys, Crawl again. So just like in my previous test, I have a small blue fighter here and my big deep space holder over there. The distance is exactly the same as my previous test. Difference is this time I've increased the range of the antenna so that I can actually see the ship, so that I don't overshoot like I did last time. Just like last time, I'm going to make sure that the dampeners are off. I'm also going to transfer everything to me once again because I want the ship to attack, and my plan is this time I want to actually get close enough to start attacking it. So I'm going to increase the timer on the timer block to 30 seconds instead of 25. So now I'm pretty much ready. Once I press this button, 30 seconds later, the ship's gonna start moving. But until then, until it starts moving, it's gonna be at least able to shoot at me using the missile turrets behind the ship. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to get close enough to start attacking it and start receiving fire from the holder. So let's start this thing. Much better than last time. Ugh, I'm managing to avoid the missiles actually. Wow. Okay, that's it. I just died. Well, I didn't die because this is creative mode, but let's just say that my ship is completely destroyed to a point where it can no longer be flown. So, I'm gonna try and catch up to this big guy. When I'm just in my suit, my top speed is a bit higher than the top speed of a ship. So, yeah, it might be... Whoa, 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 ah, shit, that was dumb. I thought my dampeners were on, so I thought I was turning them off, but I ended up turning them whatever. I did the opposite of what I thought I was going to do. And I just want to catch up to it because I want to see if I manage to, do a lot of damage to it or not. Okay, so now dampeners are off, so I can release the gas. Gonna keep catching up to it. Yeah, I actually did it a lot better than the last time I did this exact same test. Because last time I wasn't avoiding missiles at all. I just received 2 or 3 right in the face, and then my ship, the ship that I was flying, just got split in two big chunks of steel that just ended up flying into space, and my big holer managed to get away laughing. This time I did a much better job. I actually managed to dodge some of the missiles. I made some of them blow up, but then I was so like shocked by the fact that I shot one of the missile and I blew it up that I kind of lost focus, and then the next one hit me right in the face. It's gonna take a little while for me to catch up to this thing. It's going so fast. Even if I do manage to catch up to it, stopping it is another story. There's only one place in the entire ship right now where there is gravity, and that is in the main command room, but I have to get through the door in order to get to that gravity. Getting through the door using a jetpack is gonna be hell. If I was a pirate right now and I had just lost my ship trying to catch up to this guy, I would not be trying to reach it without a ship, because right now the ship's mine, so it won't be attacking me. But if I was a pirate, then right now I would be receiving missiles and bullets. I think I managed to destroy maybe some of the thrusters. Not sure yet. I was actually aiming for the left turret, the left missile turret, and I know that there's one in the middle underneath the platform. There's one on the right, so but I was trying to aim at one of the turrets to try and take that one out, see if I could, and then I would have gone for the other ones. So yeah, I'm really happy with this build. The chance of pirates actually catching up to you is very slim. Obviously, you're going to want to try and avoid combat as much as possible because you want to protect the cargo that you're carrying. So the ship does have the means to try and escape from battle pretty much every time. But if you really can't shake off the your pursuer, then you know he's gonna have to dodge missiles like crazy if he wants to catch up to you. But once you've both reached top speed, he can't keep gaining on you. There's just no way for him to gain on you. So unless he's able to take out, no, actually, same mistake as last time. You're not being propelled by thrusters at all. You're being propelled by gravity, so he can't stop you from moving. So any pirates in their right mind, they would not waste the fuel trying to catch up to a ship that is almost impossible to catch. They're just gonna go for an easier target. This ship is not an easy target because it can keep moving forward even if it has no thrusters at all. And even if you're in a world where maximum speed is 800 meters a second, I mean, you're both going to have the exact same top speed either way, so that's not going to change much. It's just you're both going to be accelerating for a much longer period of time. So if he has better acceleration than you do, then he's going to have a bit more time before you both reach top speed. But even then, he's going to be shot at by 3 missile turrets right here, and depending on the angle, he might be shot at by some of the Gatling turrets as well. So and one thing you can do as the pilot is to control these missile turrets manually. Almost there, but we're not there yet. I really need to aim straight for the door and try to pass right in it. Once I'm through the door, I should have gravity. So now I should have gravity, but I'm not gonna risk it. Here I know I have some, so good. Alright, so now we stop the gravity propulsion, we turn on the dampeners, and we wait for the ship to stop, and then we're gonna go and see if I actually did any damage to it while I was shooting at it. We're almost completely stopped. I'm not seeing any damage at all. And I know I did shoot some missiles, and I shot with my Gatling guns quite a bit too. Not seeing any damage. Guess I missed. Well, there you go, guys. I hope this test was as satisfying for you as it was for me. So, is there more videos I want to do? Pretty sure I did everything I wanted to do. Yeah, pretty sure there are no more videos that I guess I forgot to show you earlier. I guess I could show you right now. Timer blocks over here, they can get a little bit confusing. So if you want to set up your hotbar to have one button that activates gravity drive immediately and one button that stops it immediately, what you do is you press G, then you type timer here so that you only have the timer blocks, and then this one is timer block 3, so you take this one here, put it there, and you set it to trigger now, because this will bypass the timer that's on it. If you press start, then it's going to start the timer, and then at the end of the timer it's going to start doing whatever you told the timer block to do. But if you use trigger now instead, it's going to bypass the timer and it's going to do it right away. So instead of creating one timer block for the button panel and one timer block for the hot bar here, I'm using both. I'm using the same timer block, only the button panel uses the start option and the hot bar in the flight seat uses the trigger now option. And then this one here is, well, the first timer block, probably timer block 1, whatever. So you take that one here and you set it to trigger now. So I guess that's all you need to do for this. But of course, if you want, you could go to hotbar 2 and then, you know, set up some cameras, which is what I did here. I set up the 2 main cameras, but you can fill up that entire hotbar with cameras, and then you could go 3 and set it to probably, hang on a sec, yeah, we're gonna go turrets. Oh yeah, by the way, the turrets are all named. So, okay, I guess there's one here that isn't named. 2 actually. Not exactly sure why. I thought I named them all, but this one, Gatling turret FR. So that is Gatling turret front right. So it's located in the at the front of the ship on the right side. This one is FL, so front left. Front left, front left, front right, front right, front left, front right. And then, okay, so this one says LP right. So this one is underneath the landing pad on the right side. This one, landing pad left, landing pad left, right, left, right. This one is a missile turret, and I just named it under because it's the one in the middle of the main ship's body, but underneath it. It's right in the middle of the ship's belly, pretty much. And this one, tail, mid, under. So this one is the one that's in the middle of the tail, and it's located underneath. And these 2, tail top left, tail top right. So I'm sure you can figure out what this is. The one on the right of the screen right now, this would be tail top left, because right now we're looking in the opposite direction. Like if I was looking towards the front of the ship, it would be on my left side anyway. So the one on the right now is tail top left, the one on the left is tail top right, and then there's mid under, that's the one that's underneath the middle of the tail. Anyway, I'm sure you all figured that out by now, and I'm just babbling nonsense anyway. So yeah, So once again, I guess you could set it to be able to manually control some turrets here. So now if I press 2, I'm automatically controlling a turret. As you can see, I'm on the side of the ship, so this would be the top of the ship, this would be the bottom of the ship, if I'm not mistaken. So that is pretty much it. Now you know how to set up your timer blocks to have gravity drive turn on and off immediately, and if you do it from here, then you have a 20 seconds timer. I set it to 30 seconds at the beginning of this video, but it's not saved. I'm not saving it into the blueprint. The blueprint will have a 20 seconds timer on that block. Now, just to show you so that it's more visual for those of you that understand things better when you can actually see it. So this is the timer block that starts the alarm. So I've just set the alarm to play, and then it starts timer block 3. That's all this one does. This one is timer block 3, and this one has a, well, normally this would be at 20. It will be at 20 in the blueprint. And set up actions. This one turns off the main gravity generators, turns on the gravity generators that propel the ship forward, turns on the artificial mass blocks, and turns the alarm off, because after 20 seconds of hearing that meep, 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 trust me, you've had enough, and you want it to stop. So after 20 seconds, the alarm stops. And that is it. So when you press the button, you start this one, which then starts this one. That's how I set up the 20 seconds timer. And this one here is to stop the whole thing. So this one has only a 1 second timer. So if you use the button on the button panel, you will stop the gravity drive after 1 second. But if you use it in the hotbar, then it uses the trigger now option, and what it does is it turns off the gravity drive generators, turns off the artificial mass blocks, and turns the normal gravity generators on, so that it restores normal gravity inside this ship. And that's pretty much it. So this means that this timer block here is not being used at all. If you want to use it for anything that you want the ship to do, there is a timer block that is not being used that you can use to do whatever you want. And that is it. This will be probably the last video that I make about this ship. I think I've showed pretty much everything, and once you've seen all the videos, you're gonna be you're gonna know whether you want to download this ship or not. So if you have any questions, though, you can either ask me on the YouTube channel directly or in the Steam workshop page where this ship has been uploaded, and I will, do my best to answer your questions. So hopefully you like this ship. I already have my next project in mind. I'm probably going to start working on it right away, but I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet. So yeah, I hope you guys have fun with this ship, and see you after my next project has been completed.